So I got the Sizzix Switch, and I hate when people do how-tos or unboxings, because I want to know what kind of crap it'll work on, right? And I am doing a bunch of making stuff for my mixed media art, and I wanted to show you all the things it worked great on, and then one thing I definitely wouldn't use it on again. It flew across the room. So here is what I've done so far. I used this Switchlits, so it makes this little embossed circly round bit, cuts it, and you have to use these little dies, and it worked amazing. And the way so I just think of fat or skinny. This feels fat, right? Because you have a embossing folder. You have a thing. If you look at this, it'll say textured two plates. Textured impressions, texture fades, Impresslits, which I think is what this one technically is. And then A4 textured Impresslits. Okay, so that is, and I use both sides of my plate just in case you know the top plate. I try to keep the bottom plate nice. And then, oh my goodness, so there's a thing somewhere that says which way they think you should have it up. I'm too derpy. I just have to make sure it's pointed at the one that already has marks in it, because I do try to keep one nice and then one to go. So I was really impressed with this one. I thought that worked great. Then I did the 3D embossing folder with the bricks. That's for my little villages. And I think you could see it. I did do one squirt of water, and it's still a little damp, but it impressed it beautifully. Nice. So I just like having some impressed stuff laying around. We'll do all these things so you can see them. Not this one. That one's a little weird anyways. Okay, here's just a regular embossing folder, and holy buckets. I didn't squirt it with water, and the impression is amazing. Hold on, let me grab, I like black best. Okay, there we go. There's some distress ink. And this thing is crazy deep, crazy. Like, this is the best I have ever gotten a impression. I love it. I love it. I'm in love. Okay, so I did wonder if I wanted to get the Sizzix Switch, because I have a Big Shot. I love my Sidekick, that little baby one. I saw somebody else has a baby one. I kind of want to get that one too. I have a Platinum something. Did not like that one as well. I'm back to Sizzix, man. Okay, other things I did. We're going to hold on this one. Ooh, boy. Okay, so I did the Bigz dies, which are the steel rolled dies inside. Holy crap. I mean, like, this cut through. I put multiple layers. I did whatever. And this cut through amazing. Like, you could see the steel rolls in there. It's kind of fun. And you could use your little plates if you wanted to. It comes with the big plates. And oh, this is canvas. I didn't want to waste a whole canvas on a star, because I wouldn't use a star because I sew them, and it would be really hard to sew a star, and I'm kind of derpy. Okay. So canvas works on that. We're going to cut all these things, so don't worry. So here's this. And then I went to cloth, because I've been doing cloth fabric art, and I did the Bigz die with the sizing behind it and the fabric, and it went right through like butter, right? So that is amazing. I think that's it. So I've done all those. Oh, I did, where's the tiny one? Oh, here we go. I did the Thinlits and the sizing, and with the Thinlits and the sizing, it kind of adhered it to it, which I don't think is guaranteed, but look at the details in this fabric And I could just iron that right on because the sizing is on the back of this. I have two-sided sizing. And you could do it right on the back of that. Or you could do stuff out of cloth and glue it into your journals, which is something else I do. Okay, we got to keep our, because this is my actual like art journal info products things. Okay, the one I would not do again. Okay, so I put this one in, which these are the Impresslits, I think. Holy crap, let's look. So the way to figure stuff out is just to look as you go. I'm sure that there are people in the world that know all these things. Okay, so I did 3D Impresslits. I did one plate, the base. I don't know what that, oh, that's nothing. And the base, and I put it in. And it went through and it did it amazing. Like the dimension you get on this butterfly is amazing. But literally as soon as the pressure from the switch got it out there, like it went, because what happens is it goes in and it goes to here and you hear a noise and then you push the button and you come back. I'll show you all this, do not fret. But what happened was it got to here and it literally shot this folder across the room. So I am not going to be doing these again, which is fine. I have 1,000 ways to do them. Okay, so we are going to do a whole bunch of different stuff because I need to make supplies for myself. And I like to do it. Okay, so we're gonna make some hearts. I already have a yellow heart. Okay, and for, let's talk a spade. For fabric, I don't want detailed stuff, right? Like that isn't my goal to have detailed stuff. My goal for fabric is to have nice big shapes that are easy to glue and so on and do all that. It's not to have, you know, it's just not to have fancy convoluted dies or anything like that. So we're gonna do a nice green heart with some sizing. Let's make sure it's, oh, it's not long enough. We'll have to do this one. That's a big heart. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this over here. We'll do this over here. And now we have to get a really long piece of sizing that is at least that long. So almost as long as the die. No bother. No bother. All right, we're gonna come up here. And I just don't care if I get it kind of wrong because I'll just sew something like a button or something over it. Okay, here we go. Piece of sizing over there. Now, this Bigz die, which you'll see, oh, I should move the machine over so you can see. You're like, move the machine over so we can see how it works. That's how you sound in my head. No offense. I'm sure none taken, right? Right. Okay. Can you see that? Oh, you can see it. I gotta move my water. I'll have a sip of water. Okay. And then we'll scooch it up. I got the pink one from scrapbook.com. There are only 2 buttons. So this is to turn it on. You just plug it in. There's 2 things you hook together. You plug it in. The figuring it out was super easy. It was no bother. So we're going to go from easiest to kind of what I think is hardest. And this is the scooch it back out button. Okay. So I want my one that has already been torn up. And I'm going to put this sandwich on here, on the good one, right? Boop. And just like your normal ones, there's a kind of a turned over lip. And the other side is the opposite. So you want to kind of flip them. But you want to put it in with the scrunchy part down. Now, if you don't, it's so not the end of the world. And then you scooch this in. And they don't have to be even. You see, those aren't even. And then you heard it go click. And that means that it has done its thing, right? Okay. And what I have found that I really love, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but this is just the right size to hold the top of this. So I have been, as I've been using stuff, kind of putting it up there, because this does take quite a bit of space, right? Like, I didn't have it right here all up in my grill like this, but it does take some space so that it can shoot out. But here we go. So this is this piece with the sizing cut perfectly, and this is this piece with the sizing cut perfectly. Oh, and it cut a piece of sizing. Oh, that's funny. It cut 2 pieces of sizing. I had more sizing in there. Okay, so you know what we need to do? We have a baby heart sizing and a medium heart sizing. So let's throw that through while we're here. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Because I am actually doing my work here. Love you. But I also want to, I think I already have a baby one in yellow. So I want a baby one in, we do not want to use anything but this top piece because, oh, that seems awkward to put in a electrical machine. We'll just tuck these sides in. Sizzix is like, for the love of God, don't show anybody how you do this. Okay, so here we got to get this in here. Oh, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We are going to cut off these tails because I don't want them to get stuck in there, right? That just seems a little problematic. We have a professional operation going here. Okay, so we're going to put this here, kind of get it hooked up in there. And then we need our, oh, I lied to you. So here we go. We got to get our 2 plastic plates on here. Tim Holtz says to turn it sideways, crooked, not straight. I don't know why. I trust him for everything else. I'm going to go with him on this. I don't know why. You can hear it crack, and the plates always crack. Okay. Oh, I didn't do it soon enough. Darn it. I had to pull it out my own darn self. That's hilarious. Okay. So we got, oh, part of a heart. And we got this green heart. So yay. Did it cut all the way through? Oh, there's one thread. Okay, so I now have those hearts to go with my sizing. So if you are doing something like that. Okay, now we're going to do a succession of paper. And I'll do a bunch of papers and show you on the Bigz dies, which are these big fat ones. Okay, so we are going to we're going to get tricky. And you're thinking to yourself, don't get tricky for the love of God, because you were terrible at easy, right? I know. I just can't help myself. I want to try things. Okay, so this is one of my all-time favorite dies because I love having little tags and tickets. And then this is such cool borders, and I don't know how to get those out. I think I should try to get those out. I think they're mostly out now. But I have been paper crafting for years, and I've tried all different kinds of machines because I have issues. And as you can see, you don't have to pull those things out. They'll still work. Poor Sizzix. Sizzix is like, can't you show them somebody else's stuff? But I'm a working artist. I'm not a working demonstrator, so this is what you get. And I have a question. Do I just never put enough paper on to cover that one? Okay. So I have to get these off of my desktop or I will have them all over the place. Okay, so let's see what would happen. Can we get 2 whole Bigz on here? Oh, that's the bee. I want to make the bee for us. Okay, so we're not going to get 2 whole Bigz on there, right? Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's live on the edge. Okay, so I need this one. I can put this up here. I'll do more stuff after you're gone. Okay, I need a bigger piece of paper than I have for my bee. Hang on. Okay, I grabbed my backdrop sheets. I want something light. Oh, is that good for a bee? I think that's good for a bee. Oh, this is wallpaper. Okay, so this is good for a bee. I try not to get skimpy, like try not to get right up to the edge of the die and try to figure things out because we're going to be doing other stuff and I can use my little tiny dies. Okay, so this is our bee. And then what Tim Holtz said, and we're just going to let this sucker run straight through, right? We're not trying to... Have I shown you it coming back yet? I think I did. We're not going to try to get it to zhuzh and zhuzh and zhuzh back because this is very short to it. Okay, what kind... Here, let me show you the papers I'm using. I have an old postcard that I used to cut up. That could be fun. Let's see. Do we want that to be our tag? Will it fit? That's very intricate. There's another old postcard. I feel like that could be our tag. That's fun. Okay, let's see what else we have. This could go there to make a little tab. See those little guys, that little roundy round? And I feel like, so there's 4 layers. Ooh. All right, I have used this for these Bigz dies, and I have a very good feeling that it's going to be fine with 4 layers. All right, that's my paper I made, which I adore. I'll make some more stuff with that. But let's do a, will that fit? Nope. There's some more my paper, my tags. Purple. Don't really care for purple. So let's do this and just slap that on there and see what we get. Ooh, straipies. You know, you would think I would love them all because I bought all of these. I think I was doing a project and I was like, I'm just going to use up all my Christmas stuff. So I did. Okay. So we're going to put that on there. Okay, and then I think I have to stop because I have 5 layers on that tiny spot, right? Ooh, where'd our bee paper go? Here it is. Boop. Okay. Let's turn it over this time. And then we have to feed it in this way. All right, let's see what happens if we use 2 Bigz dies at a time. It's going through. Oh, it's past the one where it was 5. Okay. Those steel reel dies are crazy. I mean, I've worked with them for a lot of years, and because they were what I had to start with, and I have done felt, I have done like cardboard, I have done all kinds of stuff. Okay, so let's see what we got since we piled everything up. Oh, we got some hole reinforcers, cute. Oh, that's nice. All right, we got a bunch of these. So we got purple, and we got, this is a Sandy Claus one. And then we got, oh, there's some more stuck in there. Okay, what did we get else? Purple. Ooh, look, that's pretty. Ooh, that'll make a nice edge. Something fell out. Nope, nothing good. All right, we have a whole little stack of these little roundy rounds. I kind of like them. They're fun to have in little places on a junk journal or on your art journal. Now this would make an amazing little Christmas ball, huh? That's a tag. Ooh, I'll have to remember that. With the stripies. Okay, anything else good in there? Okay, oh, look, there's one. That's cute. Here's one out of the postcard. Nice, let's see what we got out of the postcard. Oh, we got this gorgeous tag. Now, if you don't want to cut up your postcards because you think they're cool, Tim Holtz in the last backdrops has pictures like the postcard, University of Maine. I did eBay and thrifting and stuff for years, so I have lots of postcards and stuff. And I always use my stuff. I use my stuff. Okay, I love that one. Good job, me. All right, now we gotta find our B folder. Because look at him. I don't think you can get this anymore. Ha-ha, there's the B. Okay, so now I can put this away. Ooh, we're gonna do some borders too. Oh, maybe I'll do those when you're not here. You've seen me do the Bigz. We're gonna do all this stuff, so. I don't wanna bore you. But I wanted to show you, you know how sometimes you have a die and a squishy thing? What do you call them? Embossing folder. So we're going to put him in here. Where's his ears? No ears? All right, so this is the good one, goes on the bottom. You pick whether your good is on the bottom or the top. Mine is on the bottom. Now, I can guarantee you this is definitely going to be at least the plate, this plate. Let's see. Textured Impresslits, texture fades, 3D. I don't know. This is just an embossing folder. Let's see what this says. Thinlits, frameless, intricate dies. No embossing folders. So we're going to do this. See how it goes. Boop, boop, boop. And this one we're going to put a little closer so we can shoot him back out. I have found that I really like shooting him back out. That it's really kind of nice. There he goes. You're going to hear it. Changed. And you bring it back out. I like having the bees. My only tattoo is a bee. Okay, there we go. Ooh, look at my bee. Okay, so that is gorge. I love that. Okay, done with this. Let's put all these guys together and figure out the next thing we're gonna do. Okay, can I just admit something to you? I got myself all in a tizzy and I was like, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of backgrounds and borders. I'm gonna cut out a whole bunch of stuff because I hate pulling out the big machine, and I love the sidekick, but you still gotta pull it out. And you know what? Come to find out now, I'm like, well, that was a little anticlimactic because now that I know this is just gonna be sitting there ready to go. Okay, so now we're gonna do the little Thinlits. Okay, so for this one, this is always called the base. You have to have that for everything except for the Bigz dies, which are those fat steel ruled dies. And then you gotta have this extra guy. Oh my goodness, so I screwed up before. You'll be so glad. I put this guy on the bottom because remember I have him on the bottom of everything. And then I put him on the bottom, and then these plates weren't together and it kept like squidging. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. So, all right, I've been wanting to get alphabet dies forever. Uh-oh, my X is missing. I knew it felt like something fell off. Nobody wants to lose their X. So I got these alphabet dies from scrapbook.com. This is how I store my dies. I have an acrylic plate, and I have my stamps on this side, my dies on this side. Okay? So we're going to write something. We're going to write wisp. W H I S. Now these don't have to be lined up. They don't have to be lined up. They do have to be pointed at the paper though. Were you telling me? Were you like, you're not even pointed at the paper? Okay, I need a P now. Wisp. Okay. Now, since we know that's a P, it's backwards. So we have to do it upside down, right? Let's try it. I think it's going to make it on the bottom side. Let's just try it. All right, so we have everything on here. We got the green thing. We got the bottom plate. We got 2 plates. We got our thing. Worst thing that happens is I have a green wisp. And I think that's exactly what Tim Holt said not to do. He said, don't line them up, put them all over the place. Okay, let's see what we got. Now look at that. That is, whew, I feel like Big Shot Switch cuts very well. Okay, let's see. More sticky thing. Oh, he's all covered with goo and those things I pulled out of my die. I'll have to get another one. I know other people have normal ones. I use hat pins. Boop. All right, what did we get? PQR. W goes upside down. I like to put my stuff away as I go so that I don't wind up with a big mess at the end. Okay. W. No. W. H. I. S. P. Yay. So it was down. Right? Oh, and since it's all upside down, I bet you that H goes that way. Excellent. So I wanted to do that. And let's do something nice on this one. Do we want to do like kindness? Kind. I will do a whole bunch of them. Kind. I'm going to do true. Trying to make ones that I can make whole words. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for right now because I don't want to mess up my thing, so I can't figure out where the ones go. Okay, so we're going to use this. And we're going to do half of it one way and half of it the other way, and I don't know which way is which. I'm living on the edge here, peeps. And if you're wondering how you know when it hooks it, when it grabs it, because at first, the very first time I pushed it, and I'm like, it doesn't work. But what happens is that it goes in, and it doesn't grab it until it feels like something. So like you get it part way in, and then it sort of feels your it feels your die or your embossing folder on there. And then it starts to do it. Okay. Ooh. Bink. Brink. Bink. I'm going to use those. I like those words. Nope. Don't eat it. Okay. So it won't suck it in. It'll just say, it'll just do what it did and kind of act like it's going to eat it, but it won't suck it in until it knows that there's something there. Okay, so, ooh, look how, oh my God, look how tiny. First off, good job, scrapbook.com, for the tiny dies. I love them. And then, good job, Sizzix, for your amazing squishy machine. Love it. Okay, so we have, E was up here. I'll put these back. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we are gonna make some big tags because Tim Holt said that these are more problematic than anything else. So I want to try them because they're just a big open area, right? There's not a whole lot for the dies to do. And then we're going to do ones that are super, maybe not super intricate, but intricate enough. I think these do the innies and the outies. They do. Look. So these guys make the berries and the berry holes. Those are fun, but we're going to use this one. Maybe this one. We're here anyways, right? Right. Okay. You guys go there. Okay, for this, I can for sure use my papers. Now, I don't want giant ones. These are scrapbook.com too. Boy, I'm really shilling scrapbook.com today. I don't know. They did a nice job, I feel like. Okay, so this has the perfect spot to put this so you don't screw up your hole, which I appreciate. And then I'm going to make it next to the littlest one. There we go. We're going to make 2 tags because I have tag and label issues. It's just true. And I made some hole reinforcers earlier. Okay, so we need a good piece of paper. I don't know what happened. These used to be, are they all the same size? Oh, they are all the same size. Never mind. Okay, so I need something I like both the back and the front. Because we're gonna, oh yeah, there we go. We're going to there you go. So I don't know which one is which, and I know that the card making girls would know because they're very careful. I'm a mixed media artist, so it doesn't really matter to me what I get. If you want help with die cutting, make sure you follow the mixed media artists, not me, because functionally I have no idea what I'm doing. I just use these tools to make things that I like. Oh, Tim Holt said not to line them up. We won't line them up. He did, I'll put a link to that too. He did a whole video about how to use this stuff that is way more understandable than whatever this is. I'm just doing my work and I'm letting you play with me. All right, do we want to use the pretty striped paper? I think I'm going to use pretty striped paper on one. Ooh, look, there's a random star. And there's another random star. Okay, so let's do, well, maybe we could get both of them with a pretty, no. We probably can't. Can we? Let's see. To there. How big is this one? Do you think we can get it? Stop it. Okay, we're going to do this. This is exactly what I told you not to do before. But I love this paper. I don't know. I got it at, there was a place in Denver called Archivers, that had the best crafting supplies. And they got all kinds of papers and they got all kinds of stuff. And I miss them. And they went out of business. But they had the best paper. And you would just go through and you would pick, like, well, maybe not you. I went through and I picked like bazillions of sheets of paper. So I have lots and lots of paper. Okay, let's make sure our thing is in the right place because you do not want these little tiny dies overlapping at all. You can have your paper overlapping. You cannot have your dies overlapping. Okay, we're going to put him over here. All right. So, you understand that there is a sidekick machine over here. The problem is I'm trying to do this so close to where I work. Now this is probably where it's going to sit. It's right off of my glass mat. The little door can close up. I can still have my mat. I am probably, at least for now, going to leave it there. I kind of love that I can make letters. I can make numbers. I can just whip stuff out. I feel like I'll use more of my papers than I have in the past because I was thinking about doing something today and I thought, oh, I've got to make some papers. And then I was like, what? I can just use some of my Tim Holtz papers I have. I can use some of the stuff that I already got. And it does seem much easier. Okay, I really want to make sure that those guys don't move. Aw, somebody must have stepped on a dog. All right, what we're going to do on this is we are going to, I know, I heard it. I heard there was a doggy got an owie. We live in suburbia. There's not random doggy owies. There's just somebody stepped on a dog. And then all the other doggies have to tell you about how somebody stepped on a dog. All right, we'll use this. I know. I heard the doggy get stepped on. It was very sad. Oh, we should probably do. I'm telling you, Tim Holtz said these are the problematic ones. I'm starting to agree with him. I almost feel like if I had just stuck these parts together, I would have been okay too. Honey. I know, somebody stepped on a doggy, but it will be all right. It sounded like Aspen across the street. They're very nice people. They don't step on doggies all the time. I don't think it was deliberate, okay, honey? Jeez. Doggies are high maintenance. Okay, there we go. Nice. And there we go, and there we go. Oh, look, pretty. I bet you that's kind of a field notes thing. That's one of my favorite stamp sets. Okay, we gotta get this together so it goes straight. Ooh, that one cracked. That one made me jump. Oh, probably because I have a couple layers of paper in there. Now all the doggies made their people go out walking and they're all checking on Aspen. So that turned out wonderful, beautiful, yay. Where's our sticker thing? Let's see. Those are very pretty. Oh, there's our stripes, so beautiful. This one didn't have a hole in it. Oh, it has a hole in it. Okay, so for pretty clean, intricate dies, good job, Sizzix. How about these guys? Oh, more stripes. I love the stripes. It's not like I can't make my own striped paper. Note to self, make some striped paper. Okay, here we go, here we go. Oh, this is pretty. I wouldn't have thought that that color would be so pretty. Now, if I did this on my fabric, I would use a little button in there. I could even use a little button on my journal. So there's those two, and there's the, oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, let's check these guys out, and then I'm going to be done hanging out with you lot, and I'm going to get to work on my actual stuff. Because I like ya, but I'm kind of busy today. Let's be careful. Oh, that's just the extra paper. Okay, so let's not lose these guys. So that is a cute little tag. I always want to know how the person thought the machine worked or the product worked or whatever. So I have to say that I've worked on my computer for like the last 20 years, and so I don't love machines. Like, I have a Cricut, and I could do literally all of these things on a Cricut, but I have to go get the Cricut. I have to go find a thing to cut. I have to send it to my Cricut Design Space. I have to get my laptop. I have to do all these things. I don't want to do that. I want my art to be like an escape. More of an escape from being on the computer. Oops. More of an escape from being on the computer than being on the computer, which is why I do, you know, art. So for me, because I like dies and because I like embossing and because I like Papercrafts, I really like this. I think that I will use this, and I have a Cricut Joy, which is a little baby one. I don't do iron on vinyl. I don't do all that stuff, so I'm just a paper crafter. I love that I made a bunch of words that easy. I'll put a link to the scrapbook.com if you want either one of those fonts. I would say I'm super pleased with it, and I'm glad I got it. So there. But if you love, I'm trying to think how I can put this. If you love dinking around on the computer and you want to make your own designs and you want to do all that stuff, then this isn't for you. This is like, nobody makes their own dies and embossing folders and things like that except for Tim Holtz. So my thought would be that if you want to do that part of it, then I would go Cricut. But I like this. I am super happy with this. I'm going to leave her sitting over there on the side here, piled up with her stuff. And hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobsen, Artsy Fartsy Life.